Hi everyone, Tis Dave Smith, the Possibility Professor. Expectations. You know those expectations when you're really expecting something to happen in the future. And it reminds me of, what makes us feel like we're getting good value? What makes us feel like we're getting what we expected? What makes us feel like a business is trustworthy and that we'd recommend to our friends? You know, some years ago, I lived in a flat down on the south coast of England, and there was some building work being done. There was scaffolding up and the roof work was being done. While the scaffolding was up, it seemed like a great idea to get the outside of the building painted, all of the window frames. So a firm of contractors were contracted to do that. Well, unbeknownst to them, I was working at home and a painter was out there working away, and it was fairly dark outside because with the scaffolding and all the planking, it was fairly dark. And I sensed that he'd moved from one window to another, but I hadn't heard any rubbing down. So I went and opened the door, and there he was painting away on the window, straight over all of the dirt and the dust and the cracked paint. And you've never seen anybody look so shocked in your life. I think he realised he'd been caught. So I asked him what he was doing, and he said, this is just the primer, you know. Well, I did say, well, surely you rub all the paintwork down first then, and then you start painting. Oh no, what we do is we paint the primer on, and it all goes into all of the cracks, and then we rub down afterwards. So anyway, the upshot was that some new painters were put on the job. Now, but it just reminded me of expectations. Now, you know, when you expect something, then if you get what you expected, then you're not going to feel really happy, are you? Because, well, you just got what you expected. And if you don't get what you expected, well, you're going to be really disappointed. So when we really set expectations out there in the world, then it's very hard to move to a feeling of really feeling great about it. You either feel bad because you don't get what you expected, or you just feel okay because you got just what you expected. So in a way, it's important to exceed expectations. Now, how about this? How about if you instead of setting an expectation, how about if you set an anticipation of getting something? Now, you're just anticipating it. So if it arrives, something turns up, you're going to feel, wow, I'm delighted. I wasn't expecting that. And if it doesn't turn up, well, nothing lost. It was an anticipation, but you're not expecting it, so you're not going to be really disappointed. A subtle difference, but that's the little message for today. Think about setting anticipations out there rather than expectations. And if other people are expecting things of you, then make sure you exceed them so that they can feel really good. Until next time, Tis Dave Smith, the Possibility Professor.